everyone, it's Tori, also known as girlygrrlstyle, and if you make content over on TikTok, you need to stop everything and watch this video. If you are brand new here, hello, I'm a content creator here on YouTube, over on Instagram, as well as on TikTok. And today I had an eye-opening experience. If you've ever had your identity stolen, you're gonna know the feeling that this brings up. But today I found out from one of my followers that there was another account that had actually taken a huge chunk of my videos and uploaded them to their own account as their own. Now, that is a totally different thing than doing a stitch or doing a duet or even uploading a video that has the TikTok watermark on it. While, you know, still, if it's not your content, you shouldn't upload it. If there's the watermark that has the creator's name, you're essentially giving them credit, right? We see that a lot over on TikTok. What shouldn't happen is what did, where someone can easily, by the way, download your video from TikTok, upload it into, an app like Snaptic, and remove all the watermarks and upload it as their own. And that is what actually did happen. Now, this person, the funny thing too, is as I looked at their account, first thing that went through my mind is, let me check Google. Let me check Google. What should I do? What happens? There's not a lot of information out there on what to do to protect your content, specifically on TikTok. So I have 3 tips that I have come up with today that I'm going to share with you that I'm going to start doing immediately, starting right now. And hopefully this will make a big difference, because this is only going to get worse as, more and more people get on platforms. You're going to find that this is happening all the time. So these are going to be my top 3 tips to help protect your content, specifically to TikTok, but you could also see them working on other platforms. Now, here on YouTube, we don't see a lot of that. There is some, but YouTube does a really great job of regulating it. Also, I think because we, with YouTube, a lot of the time are using our faces. And that's going to be the first tip that I give you. And I know that this is not going to be relevant to everybody, but when you use your face in a video, it's going to be a lot harder for someone to claim it as their own because it is you, right? A little bit different than the videos that I do. So most of the videos that I do on TikTok are actually demo videos on how to use a specific sewing feature. So I'm only showing my hands, really, showing my sewing machine, maybe my studio. I might pop my head in for a second, but creating that content, I'm doing the voiceovers. If I have voiceovers, I'm walking step by step. I'm doing the text. I'm picking music specifically for those videos. And you can actually, when you transfer those videos over or when you download them and upload them as your own, the only things that actually are removed are the subtitles. If you do use like captions, which I do on any video that I have talking, those are removed. And then it's really easy as I watch some of their videos to like cut out, crop some of those distinguishing features that would show you that it's someone else's video. So showing your face is a big thing, but again, it's not going to be relevant for every situation and every scenario. And also for your content. Maybe you are not the face of your content. It may be what your product is or what you're working on. So if you can, I would say do that. Now, and I will say that this is effective specifically on Instagram. So again, coming back to this other platform, I have never had a problem with having any content, photo or video or otherwise stolen over on Instagram. And I know it's a little bit harder because most of my Instagram photos are of me, showing the finished product of my sewing or actually talking about it. So again, just from personal experience, showing your face is a big way to prevent that from happening. Also, the videos that I did see from this one particular person, none of them had my face. So that's tip number 1. Okay, tip number 2, and this one actually, when I freaked out this morning and reached out to Instagram and said, oh my gosh, what should I do? What can I do? A lot of people actually mentioned watermarking your content. Now, so that's tip number 2, watermarking your content. Watermarking your content can be a bit of a pain in the behind, right? So not only do you have to create your content, but now you have to worry about, okay, well, how am I going to add that watermark? If you just in TikTok add like a text box with with your brand on it, it'll go away when someone downloads it. So that's not going to work. So you're going to have to find a way to watermark your content. It's going to be more work, but honestly, it's going to be one way to protect yourself. Even if someone does download that video and use it, you're still going to see the watermark. So at least your branding or your recognition will be out there. Some other things you can do that I actually did that didn't seem to deter this person is I have my brand stickers on my sewing machine and on my serger. So then when I'm just like this, right? So this is a prime example. So when I'm filming a video that has to do with sewing, I always get that shot in there. And that was more of kind of a marketing thing on my part. I was thinking, oh, I can show my brand and people can go to my website or whatever. But now I'm really thinking of it from that protection standpoint. So if you have anything that you can situate in your videos to show your brand, show who you are, absolutely do it 100% of the time. And if you can create those watermarks, maybe in an outside different application, I highly, highly recommend doing that. And I'm sorry, there is a fly in here and I don't know how, I'm in the basement and I don't know how this fly got here. He just wants to hear all the tips that I have. Speaking of tips, we are on tip number 3. So those are the first 2. Again, pretty easy to incorporate. Tip number 3 is a little bit of a step you need to take, and that is in TikTok specifically, you can turn off the download video feature. Now, this was something they don't advertise. In fact, I couldn't really find any information. Someone had mentioned to me, oh, you can turn off downloads for your videos. Well, I have downloads turned off personally so that when I record a video, it doesn't automatically record to my device. This is totally different. This is under the privacy settings. So when you go to the 3 little dots at the top of your profile, you'll find your privacy setting. And then if you look down a little bit, you're going to see downloads on or off. Turn those downloads off. You know, I don't know why you would actually want to have the downloads on. And when I talk about downloads, what you'll see is when you go to a video at the very bottom on some different content creators' content, you'll see the option to save video. And when you click save video, that will save that video to your device, whether it's yours or not. And I will tell you, I tested this out because I wanted to see how simple it actually is to steal someone's content. You know, I need to understand how the other people are thinking. So I downloaded a video that was on my For You page. It was Todrick Hall, who's fantastic, by the way. And I just downloaded that video and then I uploaded it into Snaptic. And yeah, watermark, everything was gone. And I could have easily posted that content on TikTok. So do it, remove that save video option, remove that download video option. That is the 3rd tip I'm going to give you specifically for TikTok. I will tell you the one thing that I have found so far, I turned it off immediately as soon as I discovered that that was out there. However, all of my videos are still showing that save video option. So if you have experience with this, you know, let us know down in the comments. Does it just take a while for that to take effect? Do I need to log out and log back in? Is it not retroactive? These are all questions I have. I did post a video after I turned that feature off to test it. Yeah, and you can still save the video. So I'm assuming it has a little bit of a lag, and I'm hoping that it's retroactive because of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos that I have. I mean, there's no way to even go back and turn it off manually. So I don't know. So those are the top 3 things you should do right now to protect your content specifically to TikTok. You're going to show your face more if you can, watermark or brand or show your branding as you go through the content creation process. And number 3, turn off the download or save video option. And by doing those, it's not gonna prevent people from stealing your content because there's no way to do that, but it will at least help protect you a little bit so you don't have to have that stress of, you know, the violation that you feel from having your content stolen. And it is very real and it will absolutely continue. So if you have other tips, please let me know down below. Let all of us know so I can share them with everybody out in our social media universe, making sure that we're all protected. Subscribe if you like this content and like the video. Let me know that it was worth my time posting this. Again, I couldn't find much online about this topic, and so I wanted to make sure I immediately shared with all of of you so that you can start from today protecting your account. That's it, everybody. So until next time, see